So Luis, man, no shortage of back control in that fight. Were you surprised you couldn't put him away from that position?
Not necessarily. I mean, if you've been training in MMA and jiu-jitsu, you know, as much as getting on someone's back is a pretty high success finish rate. It's pretty hard to do when they know kind of exactly what you're going for. There's not too many things you can attack from the back. I did try a couple of different attacks. But I just couldn't get it going. I kind of wish having the opponent change and the game plan change, I kind of wish I would have brought my jiu-jitsu coach, Pahumpa Marcos D'Amato, with me. He's very, very knowledgeable, and I'm very good at listening to him. You know, when we're together in camp, it was almost like he was playing UFC 3 out there. You know, you can ask my coach, Muhammad Lawal. He would say stuff, and it was just like he was playing with a controller, man. I just listened to him so well. So I do kind of wish I would have brought Pahumpa out there. I think if he would have been out here, I probably would have been able to secure the finish pretty quickly, actually.
What was it like, going through this first fight night experience with the new corner and the new team and everything?
It was good, even though it was a new corner, King Mo and I have a very, very good relationship that goes back years, all the way back to when I first became a pro. He was one of the first guys when I went to ATT originally to train to make my pro debut that took me under their wing and kind of singled me out and was like, yo, this kid's gonna be good one day. And we connected ever since then. So it wasn't too hard to adjust. Not only that, but Conan Silveria was very, very adamant about bringing me on and making sure I was very comfortable and a part of the team. Like I said, my jiu-jitsu coach Fahumpa did the same thing, as well as my boxing coach Gabriel De Oliveira. And then all my training partners from Renato Moicano, Shoeface, Thiago Moises, Dustin Poirier, they all came together to kind of help me and make me a part of the team. I definitely feel a part of ATT as much as I did at AKA.
You mentioned meeting new family for the first time before the fight. Did they come to the fight tonight, or do you know if they're watching?
Yeah, no, it was crazy. My dad was actually there front row. I saw him as I was walking out, and so was my little brother. He was right there front row. It was insane, especially I'm sitting there staged up, and I look up and I see my dad and I see my little brother. I'm like, oh, they're here. It's time to go put on that show. It was funny. My brother even texted me. He was like, hey, no matter what happens, I still love you, but, worst comes to worst, I'll grab the Timbs. And you know what that means. You come from the streets, you know what that means. When you go to grab the Timbs. It's like you finna grab them black Air Force Ones, you know what I'm saying?
With the family stuff and the opponent changes, have you ever had a fight week quite like this?
Not at all. There was a lot. There's a lot to handle this fight week. There was a lot of pressure, but I think I've always had this philosophy: pressure makes diamonds. That was the name of the episode when I won on the Ultimate Fighter. Pressure makes diamonds, and I believe it wasn't the best cut, but that pressure went out there and made a diamond tonight in that performance.
The other thing this week, I believe you went out and met some members of the military. What was that like?
That was awesome because not only did I get to meet members of the military and kind of go and see a part of where my dad works, but my biological mom's also Master Chief of the Navy, and she was stationed out here in Norfolk back in 2013, and I actually came out here, and ironically I ended up getting to tour where she works. So it was really cool for me to see where my mom does everything, and then get to see where my dad does everything as well. Not only that, but while we were out there, the crew of the gunship that we were on, knowing it as a child, as a child of service members, they all signed their flag that they hoisted and folded up and presented it to me. So that was a huge honor to me. It's going up in I'm going to get a shadow box made, and that's going up in my dorm at ATT as soon as I get home.
You came in and you just weren't as happy as we think you would be coming off a win. What are you disappointed in this match?
I set very, very, very high expectations for myself, and I have very high standards for my performances, and I didn't meet them tonight. Like I said in the cage, I really do want to apologize to all the fans in attendance and everyone that watched. I know that wasn't an exciting fight. I know that's not the kind of performance the fans look for me when they see me on a card, and I'm disappointed in myself. I know they're probably disappointed in me. But at the end of the night, it's like I said, this is my job, this is my career, it's my paycheck on the line when I go out there. And under the circumstances I was under, sometimes you just got to go out there and get the win.
And, I mean, with all that said, though, there's a mentality, right, where you have to put that behind you pretty quickly and look forward, right?
Without a doubt, I'm going to go tonight and probably the rest of the week and kind of look at this performance, see what I can do to mitigate things, and then, kind of put that in the back. But I am definitely going to go and look between this camp and the next to retool things, just so that if things like this were to happen again, I am prepared to be able to throw everything out there against any opponent, no matter who it is, no matter what the circumstances are, no matter if it's a new dude that I get on the day of the fight.
We saw you tweeting about the whole beard situation with the Virginia Athletic Commission. What exactly happened there?
I was just informed that Virginia happens to have a very odd rule that, fighters must be shaven prior to their competitions. And it just happened to rub me the wrong way, if you can't tell. I mean, my name is Violent Bob Ross. What do you expect? I'm not going to shave my beard. But fortunately enough, that seems to be a pretty antiquated rule that they don't follow themselves.
I apologize about this wrong. It's kind of hard to follow the fights back here, but was he talking to you in there?
Oh, we were talking to each other.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
on each other's back. We just started screaming at each other. When I was on his back in the second round, I would say about last minute and a half, we just started screaming at each other.
Anything specific, or like?
I just remember, I'm sure you guys know who Shannon the Cannon Briggs is, right?
Yeah.
You remember how he trolled Vladimir Klitschko back in the day? Let's go, champ! That's essentially what I've been doing this entire week. So when I was on his back, I forgot, his coach said something like, oh, he's getting tired. And I said, no, I'm not. And then his coach was like, he started saying something. I forgot what Steven said, but he started saying something. And I was just like, let's go, champ! Let's go! And then he started going, he started jawing back at me. I was jawing back at him, but it wasn't like out of disrespect. We were just having fun with each other out there. And then we just started, beating each other up from there. I've just, as you can see.
Any opponent, date, anything like that for the next move?
No, not at all. I mean, I'm not looking at anybody. I'm not that kind of guy. I mean, don't be wrong. Now that I've beat technically a guy at 30 that was the LFA 35 champ and one that would have been the 45 champ, let's make it the trifecta and go after the 55 champ in Austin Hubbard. Why not? But I mean, he's fighting Madsen next week. But I only say that because I have a lot of respect for Austin. He's a good fighter. He's a great fighter. And I just want to fight the best. So if he would want to do it, if he gets past Madsen, let's go.
We'll mention that when we're in Vegas next week. Thanks, man.
Anyone else?
Thanks, Luis.
Cool.
Well, thank you.